The biggest and best surprise of 2021 arrived just when the year was getting started. Valheim, the open-world Viking survival game made by just 5 developers at Iron Gate Studios, launched into early access in February and immediately became one of the most popular games of the year. With a focus on co-op rather than PvP, Valheim is the perfect place to spend time with friends during a pandemic that made in-person gatherings difficult, and its twist on survival systems made it appealing even to non-survival fans. And for an early access survival game, Valheim didn't really feel all that unfinished. There was clearly room to add a lot more to Valheim, but most of what was already there felt complete and polished. So how is Valheim right now? A year after launch, Valheim is still being played by thousands of adventurous Vikings. And even if your friends have moved on to other games, Valheim is nearly as much fun solo as it is playing with pals. The agnostic nature of the servers means you can take your characters and their belongings between different servers with no hassle, so it's easy to pop between a hosted co-op world and one you've been working on alone. Valheim received updates throughout 2021, adding a few new monsters and several new items. The first of several planned expansions, Hearth and Home, arrived in September. It overhauled the food system and introduced new recipes, ingredients, building pieces, and cooking stations. What's been happening recently? New armor and armor stands were added in December of 2021, and we learned recently that Valheim may get new difficulty modes in the future, though not until the game hits version 1.0. There are also future plans for Yggdrasil, the great tree that looms over Valheim, though we don't yet know what that means. And the mountains are getting some interesting new caves, though we still don't know exactly what we'll find inside them. Are the players happy? Mostly. If there's any unhappiness in the community, it's usually born from some degree of impatience for the next big expansions, like the new Mistlands biome, which was delayed last year. There was also a fair amount of unhappiness following the Hearth and Home update. The rework of the food system meant players had to focus on either health or stamina boosts instead of an even balance of both, which many felt limited their options in combat and exploration. For the most part, however, the Valheim community is extremely supportive of the small team at Iron Gate, and even though they're anxious for new expansions and other changes, they seem mostly happy to wait as long as it takes. What comes next? Right now, players are awaiting the next big expansion, the Mistlands, which will replace the unfinished and unused biome with something new. There is very little known about the Mistlands. Originally, this biome appeared in a few small spots as a dark area filled with tall trees and massive spider webs. But Iron Gate has said it's redesigning and rethinking the biome. Along with the Mistlands update, players can look forward to those new mountain biome caverns coming in early 2022. Also planned for the future is an update called Cult of the Wolf and one called Ships in the Sea, but we know almost nothing about what they'll contain or when they might arrive. Luckily, the world of Valheim is massive, and there's plenty to do while you wait.